Yes, good afternoon to all. Can you inform to your friends so that they can join fast? Just inform to your friends so that they can join fast. Okay. Shall we start now? Anybody? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Shall we start?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, right. We'll start now. Let them join others later on. We'll do it, our work. So today we'll see about round robin algorithm. We have seen first come first serve based algorithm and shortest job first algorithm, priority algorithm. Today now we'll see about round robin algorithm. Round robin round robin algorithm bracket RR scheduling algorithm. So round robin algorithm, it is like a similar to first come first come first serve algorithm. It is similar. First come first serve first come first serve algorithm. So in this case, what happened? Each processor share time, CPU time. Each processor, whatever is there, each processor shares some fixed time. Share fixed time with CPU. Suppose processor 1 is there. Its timing is what? 10 milliseconds. Processor P2, 5 milliseconds. Processor P3, 8 milliseconds. processor P3, 8 milliseconds are there. So each processor shares the CPU time. As I told you, share fixed CPU time. Fixed time will be shared with CPU. So for example, P1 will share 5 minutes. Okay, then remaining time much is there, again 5 minutes are there, again 5 minutes are left. So P2 directly 5 minutes will share it. Next P8, this is for P1, this is for P2, then P3 will share, total time is what, 8 is there out of 5, remaining time here is 0 left, here is 3 milliseconds are left. Okay, so round robin algorithm, in that all processors share equal time space or else equal time quantum. So for example, I make this is a time quantum is 5, time quantum or time slice, time slice or else time quantum. Time quantum. So before entering these processors into running state, before entering into these processors into running state, the programmer or else the engineer, software engineer, or else the code developer, suppose I am the teacher, you are a student, so you want to allow this processor into the running state. First what we have to do, you have to specify quantum. Each processor should take some amount of time. So that is why initially you have to decide, not later on. So for example, is what average of time you take it first. This I have taken is what processor repeat is what having minimum time. I have taken this is a 5 minutes. So 5 quantum I have taken. Each unit is having what 5 quantum. So this is also 5 minutes. Share the CPU. This is also 5 minutes. It will share the CPU. After 5 minutes, again P1 will come. Then P2 is 0. It will not come. Then P3 will come. P1, P3 will come in the next cycle. So this is a cycle wise, it will share the timing. For example, I tell you the best example for you. One more, round robin algorithm means what? So nowadays, these online classes are going on for you people. Yes or no? Online classes are going. For example, if I take morning 10 to evening 5 o'clock continuation class, is there any chance to take the class for other teacher? I only taking, keep on taking, teaching from morning 10 to evening 5 p.m. Is there any chance to enter other teacher to take the class morning to evening every day? Is it possible for me? Though it is possible, then other teachers are losing. Then you are also losing the subject. You will not get other subject. Keep on, I am teaching the whole the month, morning to evening 5 o'clock. I only engage with you people. Then I am only giving the knowledge. What about other teachers? If you write in the examination only operating system, will you pass? Will you get the degree? Is there any chance to get the degree only for one subject? Yes, Purnima. Answer to me. Purnima Pisode. Yes. Interact with here. Okay. Next. Manisha Shawalake. Unmute yourself.
सर मुझे पता नहीं, मैंने अभी ज्वाइन की क्लास.
I am asking general question here.
एक बार और बताइए.
I only take the classes for 3 months, only operating system subject. So will you get the degree? What about other subjects? If you write all 6 or 7 subject in the examination, if you pass all the subject, then you will get the degree, or else you will not get it. So that is why what this round robin algorithm is what it does. It will give the chance to everyone. It will give the chance to everyone to share the time. I also take one day for every day one class. Other teacher also will come. Again, other teacher also English teacher, Sanskrit teacher, even C programming teacher, even mathematics teacher. All people are sharing. 24 hours are there in a day. How many hours are there in a day? In a day, in a single day, how many hours are there? Yes, Aniket. In a single day, how many hours are there? Aniket.
Yes, sir.
In a single day, how many hours are there?
24 hours.
Yes, very good. This 24-hour HRS, okay? This 24 hours shared by all the people on the earth. Yes or no? 24-hour time is shared by all other people. So that is why this algorithm, RR algorithm, round robin algorithm, will give chance to every person to share the time. Cycle wise. Okay, so it allows all processor to share the time and execute its job. It shares the time and executes its job, then it will come out. Okay, P1 for some time, P2 for some time, P3 for some time, P4 for some time, and so on, depend upon their burst time, execution time. It allows all the processors to share and executes its task. So that is why time sharing system is suitable for round robin algorithm. It supports the time sharing system. Cyclic wise, 1 hour, then you wait. Next processor will come. Then next processor. Again, first processor comes to the next. Like that it will come. So like a clockwise, you can share the time, all the processors. Just I'll show you some theory about this. Then we'll go to the problem. Okay. I'll share with you because people. Look at this round robin scheduling or round robin algorithm. So round robin CPU scheduling algorithm where each process assigned a fixed time slot. It says what? Fixed time slot is there in a cycle way. In a cycle way. Next, it is simple. It is simple, easy to implement, and starvation free, as all processes get fair share of CPU. Next, one of the most commonly used technique in CPU scheduling is a core. Core means time sharing that processor. Next, it is preemptive as processes are assigned CPU only for fixed slice of time at most. Next, the advantage of it is more overhead of context switching. Next, some other important points are there. I'll show you. Carefully observe. A round robin is a cycle in nature, so starvation does not occur. I tell you what do you mean by starvation. Okay. A round robin is a variant of first come, first served scheduling. Okay. It is similar to first come, first served scheduling. Whichever processor will first come, that will be entered to the running state and finish its job and go out. Again, next will come, like in sequential manner. Next, no priority, special importance given to any process or task. Round robin scheduling is also known as a time slicing scheduling, time sharing or time slicing scheduling. So let us see a small example. Before going to the example, I have to say about what do you mean by starvation? Anybody having any idea what do you mean by starvation? General meaning? Purnima, what do you mean by starvation? Any idea is there? Purnima. What do you mean by starvation? Any idea? Anybody else? What do you mean by starvation? What do you mean by starvation? Anybody?
सर उपवास.
Huh? Starvation means what?
Suffering or death.
Huh?
Suffering or death
Okay.
due to lack of food.
Due to lack of?
Due to lack of food.
Okay.
General meaning. General meaning.
Okay. Starvation. We'll talk about it in computer language. Okay. In operating system, starvation means if one process enters into the running state. A processor enters into the running state. P1 is entered into the running state and executing its job. Executing its job. Next, P2 is waiting. Once P1 completes, then once P1 complete job, P1 job is completed here. Next, P2 is ready to enter into running state. But what happened? P1 is keep on 24 hours in a day. P1 is taking what? How many hours? 24 hours in a day. It is not giving any chance for P2. P2 is keep on waiting, hours, waiting, not getting any chance to enter into this running state. So starvation in the sense, it doesn't give any chance for other processor. Only one processor can keep on executing. That means overhead is there. No chance is giving to other processor. So how can we wait? How long? 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days, 6 day. Still we have to wait? Yes, wait only. So that is why all processors should be starvation free. Then only round robin algorithm is possible. Time will be shared. So starvation means what? Dead condition. That is only there. Okay. Law at most only one processor is there. No other processor. No chance. It doesn't give. P1 here you see. P1 does not give any chance to P2. That is the meaning of here starvation. Dead condition we can say. That is only there. No other. We have to wait. Then we lost our patience. We'll go off, but we will not get any chance. P2 will not get any chance to enter into this running state. So this is about a technical meaning. So now we'll move to the round robin algorithm with an example. I tell you one example. That example we can understand. So before going to the example, it follows the first come first order basis. FCFS algorithm steps only it follows, and it shares the time for all processors. CPU allocates the fixed time slot. For every processor should have some fixed time slot is there. In that fixed time slot, the processor P1 can enter, P2 also enter, or else P3 also enter. All things can enter and share its CPU timing, so that all processor can complete their job and they will exit. So that is the best feature of round robin algorithm, time sharing system. Now we'll move to the example. Carefully observe. I'll ask meanwhile questions. Be alert and be connect. Now there is one problem is given. The problem is like that. Okay. Find out round robin algorithm waiting time for given processors like that. Find out. They'll ask question like this. Find out average AWT, average waiting time for the following processors for the following processes using RR scheduling. That means round robin scheduling or else round robin algorithm. Getting my point? Find out average waiting time for the following processes using round robin algorithm. So there are some processes are given. For example, you'll see one example. You'll see. For example, these are the processes are given. Process, then burst time. We can say burst time or execution time. Burst time, BURST, burst time, or else we can say execution time, EX. Execution time. Okay. Now there are three processes are given. P1, P2, P3. So it's a burst timing is given. Timing is one is 24 milliseconds. 24 milliseconds. Next is 3 milliseconds. 3 milliseconds. So this is given. Now how we enter into the, which one will enter into the first critical section, that we need to see. So these three processor came into the CPU. CPU will allows according to this processor ID. We can say processor ID sequence number, P1 first, then P2, then P3. This is the FCFS order. First come, first served base. P1 will enter first, then P2 will enter, then P3. So P1 timing is how much is there? 24 milliseconds is there. P1, for example, enter here, 24 milliseconds it has to take time. So till that time, P2 has to wait, P3 has to wait. It's a long time. It should be very long time to wait. So that is why the round robin algorithm, what it does, it kept one process, one option, that is what? Time sharing system, time slot. So we need to decide here what is the time slice? What is the, which one we have to take? Time quantum or time slot, both are same. How much we can share the time? So 20 P1 should be there in 24 minutes. It is not good. You share for some time and give chance to P2. P1 will be sometime, then P2 also sometime, then P3 also sometime. It will be share the CPU to execute its job. This is called what? Running state. Now how much we can say time slot? We can decide ourselves only before entering into the critical section. We have to decide the time slot. Time slot for P1, P2, P3. We have to decide the time slot. Yes, how much can we decide time slot? Yes, anybody? How much time we can decide for each process? See here, you look at this. P2 only 3 milliseconds. P3 only 3 milliseconds. We can decide only initially 3 minutes also, no problem. We can take. Yes, are you getting or not? Yes, Aniket Katkambar. Aniket, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Are you getting this concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here is what, how much can we decide? That is up to us only. So I would like to tell you. So here is 24 is there. I would like to take the time slot for each process 4 milliseconds. 4 milliseconds. First, here is what? 4 milliseconds. P1, 4 milliseconds will be there in the running state. After that, P1 will come out. Then, and again, it will be waiting state, P1. Next, P2 will come. P2 only takes only 3 milliseconds. It will complete here, 3 milliseconds, come out. P2 is what? 3 milliseconds is totally out, over it will not come again, recycle to share, because P2 only 3 milliseconds. We are given time slot 4 milliseconds. So P2 will be complete here, 3 milliseconds, will come out, its work is over. Next, P3 will come. P3 also will share. How much time is there? P3? 3 milliseconds. Till 3 milliseconds it will share, CPU will come out. So its time is over. Okay. P3 also it's out. Over. Next, after P1, P2, P3, next again P1 will come again, because P1 is 24 milliseconds is there. First time it will share 4 milliseconds. Second time again 4 milliseconds. Third time again 4 milliseconds. Fourth time 4 milliseconds. Only P1. Okay. So you can say like this. 24 divided by 4, how much? Anybody can answer? Jignasa. 24 by 4, how much? Jignasa. Huh? Okay, Prerna, tell me. 24 by 4, how much? Equals how much?
6, sir.
Yes, 6. That means P1 6 times it will be shared. First time, second time, third time, because we decided quantum is 4. So that is why P1 can enter into running state 6 times. 6 times, because based on the twine quantum. Getting my point? So now we'll move to this one. Next one we'll move to that one. What to do this one? How to do 6 times it will be sharing. I tell you. Okay, this is in the examination you have to write. This is the first step 1. So given data, as I already told in the previous class, step 1. Okay, given data. Next step 2 you come to step 2. So time 10 minutes are left. It will be closed. Again I will log in. I will join. You also join. Okay, after 10 minutes. Step 2. Step 2, what we have to do? Draw the Gantt chart. We have to draw the Gantt chart. Gantt chart. Okay. So before drawing the Gantt chart, we have to decide time slot. Common time slot I am taking. Time slot for each process. Time slot time slot for each process each process 4 milliseconds. How much? 4 milliseconds. Now you can draw 4 milliseconds. Now you can draw Gantt chart. Like this, you first keep it here as usual. So first come first order basis. First come first order means what is there in this order? In this order it will came P1 first, P2 second, P3 last. So here is what we have to keep here. First P1. Initially, it's directly it came, waiting time is 0. So how many initially? P1. P1 sharing how much time slot? Initially 4 milliseconds. So that is why for P1 it will give 4 milliseconds. This is P1. After 4 milliseconds, this P1 will coming into the waiting state. 4 milliseconds is over, then coming to the waiting state. So next we will, which one come? P2 will come. P2. So what is the P2 timing? How much time is there P2 here? What is the P2 timing? Actual timing? Burst time? Anybody?
3 milliseconds.
How much is there?
3 milliseconds.
Yes, you put here 3 milliseconds. How much here? 3 milliseconds is there. 3 plus 4 how much?
7.
7. Yes.
Seven.
Now understood all of you? Already
Yes,
4
sir.
is there. This 3 is added to 4. It becomes 7. Okay. Over. So now P2 its task is over. Again remaining it will not come because only 3 milliseconds are there. Over it's next. Which one will come?
P3.
Yes, P3 will come. So what is the P3 time? How much time it will take P3? How much,
3 milliseconds.
how much is here? Actual time of P3 how much?
3.
3 milliseconds. 3 plus 7?
10.
10.
Yes, 10 milliseconds are there. So next, now P3 timings are over, exited, come outside. Then next, which one will come here? Which process will come next?
P1 again.
Which process will come next?
P1. P1 again.
Yes, very good. P1 will come. So P1, how much time it will share here? How much time it will share here?
14.
Yes, every time 4 quantum only, no? See, 4 only. So that is why P1 shares again in the running state 4. 4 means 10 plus 4?
14.
14.
Very good. Next 4 minutes are over. Again you enter into the P1 only. Because P2, P3 is over, its time is over. No way it will come back. So again P1 will come here. So P1 again how many minutes are there here? 4 minutes only. Every time 4 milliseconds. Okay? Every time 4 milliseconds. So again 14 plus 4 how much?
18.
18 milliseconds. Right? Very good. Okay, next we will come again.
20.
After 4 minutes again P1 only will come.
22.
It has to become 24 by 4, 6 times. How many times are came already? 1, 2, 3, 4th time only. Okay. So next again 4 minutes. 18 by 4 how much?
22.
18 by 4, 22. Yes, 22.
22.
Yes. Next, how many time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, one more time also P1 will come. P1. Again here will be there how much time? 4 minutes, 4 milliseconds. Okay. You add 22 plus 4 how much?
26.
6.
26.
Again one more slot is there because 24 only, here 26 only. Because, P1 timing is not completed 24 minutes. So that is why again it will come P1. Again P1 one come here. P1. 1 attend here. P1. So now here how much it will come here? 24 plus 6, 26, 4 plus 26 how much?
30.
30. Okay. So as I told you initially add it, you will get same timing. Okay. 24 plus 3, 27, 27 plus 3, 30. Okay. Directly you can draw 0 to 30. Initially you can write it. Initially 30. 0 to 30. Now the thing is what? Now we have drawn. Gantt chart is drawn. Yes. How many people are understood this one? Any doubt is there? Anybody?
No, sir.
Yes, tell me any Jignasa is okay. Unnati, any doubt? Prerna.
No, sir.
Prerna. Next, anybody having any doubt can ask me now. How to draw this one time slot? Okay. Thing is what? First you have to be decide time slot of this thing. Once you decide the time slot, it is easy for you. No, there is no difficulty in this case. So that is why RR is help us to share CPU time. Each processor can get some fixed amount of time to complete its task. Okay, so now it is over. Now we need to, the next thing is what is there? We have to identify the average waiting time. How to identify average waiting time? That is most important. How to identify average waiting time? That is most important. I tell you, carefully observe. Okay. Now space is less, space is there. I will share here only, no problem. Carefully observe. So this, for this is waiting time here. Carefully observe. For this also, this is the waiting time. 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 So here is what? All P1, P1, P1 is there. No need to take again. Okay, here you take it. Initially here is there. You should not consider this waiting time. P1 is 0. You come to here. Okay, this one we have take it. So average waiting time AWT. AWT is equal to average waiting time P1 plus P2 plus P3 divided by how much? Divided by how much?
3.
3 only, because 3 processes are there. Okay, now I tell you. So P1 we need to identify. P1 waiting time how much is there? You should not come here. Here take it. How much is there here? P1. How much is here?
10.
10 is there. 10 is there. 1 minute I tell you. Carefully observe. Okay. P1 waiting time we need to take it. P1. I tell you 10. Yes, 10 is there. 10. Again, P1 is taking how much here? 0 to 4 minutes are there. Yes or no? 0 to 4 milliseconds are there in the first slot. This is the first time slot. This is one slot. Second slot. Slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4, slot 5, slot 6, slot 7, slot 8. Okay. In slot 1 already P1 is taken 4 milliseconds already. This also we have to be minus. We have to be minus here. Then next, how much you will get it?